On the 9th day of Christmas, Team Skeptic gave to me 9 anti-maskers, 8 entitled Karens, 7 soft-sits, 6 sparks of sparking, 5 frauditors, 4 dumb-fluffs, 3 police rides, 2 stupid Moors, and an idiot under the tree.
So let's begin.
Oh, I can't wear one. I have a medical condition. If I were in a wheelchair, would you discriminate against me? I hope not.
Right, because choosing to use a wheelchair because your legs don't work properly is the same thing as not choosing to wear a mask because you're a self-entitled see you next Tuesday.
I don't wear a mask. I'm a free American. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry to inform you that you're incorrect, and I actually do have a medical condition, and I have every right to be here. So maybe you should call the police and tell them that you're breaking the law. That's practicing medicine without a license.
No, that's not them practicing medicine without a license, as they didn't make any medical claims. That's them practicing their right to choose to enforce their policies on their private property and to choose not to serve your cave Karen ass.
You're not a doctor, and a mask is a medical intervention. Are you aware of that?
Ma'am.
No, you need to be aware of that. I didn't wake up in North Korea this morning. I woke up in America.
Lady, you woke up this morning in a lead bathtub full of entitlement and delusion. If this was North Korea, you wouldn't be walking around criticizing the government because they would have locked your ass up by now and you would literally be facing the death penalty.
And here we have rights. This is a God-given right to breathe. God-given. Nobody takes it or grants it.
Try telling that to the Hillside Strangler, and I'll start believing that breathing is a God-given right the moment that you can demonstrate that your imaginary friend actually exists.
I'm sorry for you that you're so ignorant. I'm very sorry for you. But that's okay, because there's plenty of people who will not comply, so we don't need you to be on board. You'll be among the sheep led to slaughter any day now.
Sure, Karen, these people are the sheep, says the lady who thinks breathing is a God-given right and the Lord is her shepherd, which, by definition, makes you one of his sheep, dumbass.
Mask?
Actually, don't.
And yes, you do have to wear a mask.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Then please leave.
Hmm?
And how dare you talk to her like that? This isn't us.
Why don't you read it out loud?
You have to.
I'll read it to you.
You have to wear a mask.
A licensed medical professional is the only person qualified to give medical advice, including the advice to wear a mask, which negatively affects the respiratory system, neurological system.
Okay, that's okay. But
And
in
immune
this
system.
in this store, you have to wear a mask.
Practicing medicine without a license
Okay, I'm the culprit.
is an offense punishable by law.
So is trespassing, Karen, but only one of those laws actually apply in this situation.
There is no law in California that requires anyone to wear a mask into any business establishment. Guidelines are not laws. Equal access and accommodations in any business establishment whatsoever is protected by law. No citizen may be discriminated against based on a health condition, which I have.
Yeah, you suffer from antisocial syndrome, which is short for being an ass in public.
California Civil Code 51B. Any threat of intimidation in this matter will result in law enforcement being summoned. So
They're
thanks
coming
for
right
doing
now.
my job.
They're coming
for me.
right now.
Good, good. I'm glad. I'm going to keep browsing. Thanks.
No, you need to be out of here.
Actually, I
Yes,
wouldn't
you do.
touch me because that would be assault. So you can just wait for the police.
Hi.
So sorry
my
that
name
you're
is Judy
triggered.
Garando, and I am at the hospice shop in Alamo, and there is a lady that absolutely refuses to wear a mask, will not leave.
Oh my
That
goodness.
she won't leave our store.
She's a free American.
Free American? No, you're a piece of shit. You're a self-centered, narcissistic, unemployed, and undereducated pile of wasted carbon, and you should be apologizing to all the trees around you for working so hard to produce the oxygen that you breathe. I mean, do you even know what hospice means? It's for patients who are typically expected to live about 6 months or less, and you're actively out here trying to shorten their lifespan to 14 days, just so you can spread your master race belief system to people who frankly don't care to hear your delusional ramblings.
They're on their way. And he said you are not to be in the store. He said I have the right to ask you to leave the business.
Well, I actually know the law, and you.
That is not
don't.
the law. The law is every business can. You're so funny. Every business
You're so funny.
has the right.
Have you looked at yourself recently?
Why would I need to look at myself?
Because you look ridiculous. You look. This is.
I look ridiculous?
Yes, this is an ascent to a satanic cult.
Okay, the point.
I'm glad you find that funny.
She's not the only one that finds you funny, and I'm sure that the number of people that see you as a comical troll far outweigh the number of people who actually take you seriously in life.
The police?
Yeah, I would just wait for the police.
That's okay, wait for the police.
Wonderful.
I don't like you in here because if you have COVID,
Tough crap.
you're spreading it to
I'm going
us.
to breathe all over while I'm in here, okay? Yeah, so, yes. Because I couldn't
okay.
give you COVID if I tried.
That's okay.
It's the
police will
flu.
be here anyway.
It's not the flu, dipshit. According to the CDC, in 2019, there were 61,000 deaths in the United States due to influenza. In 2020, there were over 350,000 deaths due to COVID-19. So if COVID-19 is truly just the flu, then how do you account for the deaths being 6 times greater from one year to the next?
Exactly.
And they will take you out of here.
I cannot wait to see that
Yeah, I
happen.
bet you can.
I can't.
You think this is exciting and funny, don't
I
you?
think this is funny.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes, because putting other people's lives at risk in the middle of a deadly pandemic is funny to you. Well, fuck you, Karen. If you were in the middle of the desert and dying of thirst and I had a bottle of water, I'd drink it, piss in the bottle, and drink it again.
But it's actually a tragedy because you don't realize that these are God-given rights, so you can't grant
Didn't God make
or
doctors?
take them away.
Didn't God make vaccines? Didn't God get the doctors?
Well, I suppose you could put it that way, but there's plenty of doctors who feel exactly the way I do.
And just like you, Karen, they're called quacks.
And according to our Constitution, I have God-given rights
That's okay. The cops will be here anyway.
protected
That's okay.
by, yes, they're supposed to be upheld by the same officers who swore an oath to that Constitution. So there you go.
Oh, don't worry, Karen. The officers are going to uphold the Constitution and enforce rights when they get there. That is, the rights of the business owners to kick your ass out of their store, and your rights to get your dumbass trespassed from the property.
Actually, under the law of public accommodation, they don't. Maybe if we were in North Korea, but we're in America.
They have the right to refuse service anyway. So let's go ahead and put your items down and we'll go outside and talk. Okay?
Sure. I mean, I just want it to be known that they are discriminating against a healthy American.
I get it.
If I were in a wheelchair,
I'd push your ass down a steep-ass mountain and tell you it's my God-given right to entertain myself.
I get it. Let's just go
Have you
outside.
heard of unwrong civil rights?
Let's go outside and we'll talk about it, okay?
you're all practicing medicine without a license. Okay? A mask is a medical intervention, and I can't wear one. So, if it was the 50s and I was black being discriminated, this is what it is. Congratulations.
Right, because the non-observance of your self-entitlement is the exact same thing as the civil rights atrocities on African Americans in the 1950s, Karen. This is coming from the same lady who went on a racist rant in another video I covered where she started telling black employees at a store that slavery was a choice.
You're a slave. Slavery is a choice.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
Your identification on you that I can see, please?
Why would I show that to you?
Because you're in here causing a disturbance.
I'm-
I get called. Hold on, listen to me.
I am being
You're in here
discriminated
causing a
against.
disturbance.
I'm happy to
I
leave.
get called here.
I'm happy
I
to
need
leave.
to figure out who you are, right?
Well, I mean, you're
So
not
let
going
me
to
see
show
what
me.
you got then. Let me see.
Sure.
Where do we print this up? Off the internet?
The healthy American.
The healthy American. So you're talking about Peggy Horseteeth Hall, who also went on a racist rant at a local farmer's market in California, who then spawned Lenka Bigfoot Coloma and the Freedom to Breathe Agency, who not only became a right-to-travel sovereign citizen terrorist, but also got in trouble for posing as a government agent and harassing essential workers about their mask policy. See, I try to cover these videos in a funny and comical manner to make it more palatable for you, but behind each one of these videos is a deeper and more important issue that I'm addressing.
Called everyone out.
So this is probably an old civil code. Have you ever seen this code?
It's not an old civil code, sir.
Have you done it?
In the United States of America, we have something called the First Amendment. When you, back in the day when you were in police academy and you did swear an oath, and that First Amendment covers my religious freedom.
You're so dumb, Karen. The First Amendment protects your religious rights from being infringed upon by the government. It does not apply to private businesses who don't want team-killing fucktards there doing what they do best.
You can. If you want to shop at a place that discriminates, you can definitely go in. I'm happy to go. I have another event I need to go to.
When she says she has another event to go to, we know what she means. She has another local business she intends on harassing.
But I just wanted to get a party dress and shop like any normal American would.
Do you live in the area?
I don't see why that's any of your business. Anyway, I have cards if you want to learn more about...
No.
You have no interest.
That everybody has to have a mask.
Actually, in the governor's order, there's exceptions for people with medical conditions, which I have.
You know, when this pandemic is finally over and things return to normal, these anti-maskers are going to have to explain why they're all so diseased and full of medical conditions.
And even if I did not, as a Christian, I don't veil my face. That's guaranteed to me under the First Amendment.
If you have a medical condition, then you probably have to provide that information so that we can...
Show us your papers? Are we back in like 1940s Germany?
Okay.
Ah, yes, the poor plight of the 2021 anti-masker. Life's so hard that the oppression surpassed that of both the 1950s African American and the World War II persecuted Jew.
So, I guess we're done here.
Yeah, I guess we're done.
They're refusing service to you.
Yeah.
That's their right to do.
And you are, instead of upholding my rights, you're just allowing them to run roughshod over the law.
What I'm being told by
I'd love to get all of your information, please, so I could follow up.
So they don't want her back in the store? That's fine.
I am just told him I was on my way to leave.
Office, okay?
I'd like everyone's names and numbers, please. Badge numbers.
I don't have a badge number. My name is Deputy Wallace.
Deputy
Wallace.
Bergie? Could you please spell that? It's a little small for me. I am 44.
This Karen is proof that age is nothing more than a count of successful orbits around the sun. Because I complete my 44th orbit in a few days, and I stopped acting this petulant on my 4th time around.
Bergie, thank you, sir. And you? What about him? Sir? Officer? Deputy? Do you have a name? Oh, I see. Okay, good. That's a nice cowardly move on your part. Awesome.
Cowardly? You mean like being too cowardly to put on a mask when asked to do so? Or being too cowardly to tell the truth, constantly lying about having a medical condition to get your way? If there's anyone in this scenario that's being cowardly, it's you, Karen. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, dislike it. Leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you won't miss tomorrow's Christmas gift.
Come on now, it's 70 miles an hour right there, man. Okay. And my speedometer was doing 79.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.